Hello, we're back with some more Ghost Trick. Tonight we will be moving on to chapter 13. We're actually getting pretty close. We're like two-thirds of the way. We're like two-thirds of the way through, so we're getting there. We're getting there. So yeah, let us continue with this.
Those Missile who committed the murder, right?
Yeah, everything has been. He's the mastermind of everything that's happening. He's the one who trapped us into this school with 15 others. Wait, it's a different game. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight.
So what we should do is call the bad guys and say, "Hey, you got the wrong person. I could tell you where the right daughter is."
You picked the girl next door. Come on. What? The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmates. This fucking lady.
Jeez. She definitely has like that, not Sleeping Beauty, that Cinderella stepmother vibe going.
Definitely. My darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone.
It's me?
Yep. I know
Okay.
It's been a while.
Oh, gee. Oh, my God. I didn't go out to play.
Literally, it has been 10 chapters since we've seen these characters, so...
Jeez. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter.
But that's no reason to go out this late at night.
My fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look what it brought you. Your fever's worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Fucking...
Shut up, Mom. I just want to play Fortnite. Get out of here. Mama?
Fortnite outside. We play Fortnite IRL. Yes, darling.
Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight, Amelie.
Emily.
Yeah. Amelie, yeah.
I think.
I think I was saying it wrong before. I don't know.
hate you.
It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development, too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now, if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Also, earlier, when we were saying, oh, it's all Missile's fault, I was just thinking, like, yeah, he teamed up with Kokichi, and somehow it's all Kokichi's fault, as it always is.
Yeah. I started like watching Dr. Stone again, and I'm like, oh, his dad's name is Byakuya. I'm like, that name sounds familiar.
That's funny. He must be such a douchebag.
Well, this is before he was a douchebag. He was actually quite nice.
Amelie, I told you you couldn't call him tonight.
Why not?
Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's justice minister, you know?
If only you could call him to let him know your daughter's okay, so he can reconsider his mistake he's about to make.
Wait, he's about to make a mistake? Didn't you say I was a mistake?
Jesus.
All you do is write weird novels. Oh shit.
What do you mean weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry. You really have. How dare you expect me to forgive such an insult?
50 Shades of Grey sucks anyway.
I've only managed to write 10 Shades of Grey.
I hate you.
There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father.
I hate you.
I can hear you, you know. She
Good.
moved the desk closer. Phew, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know that I have to do something about this lady so Amelie can call. No, she's just coughing. I do not put out the lamp right now. It will only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. I want to give Amelie a chance to use the telephone. I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way.
Set a fire.
Yeah, right.
You have the lighter there.
It's true. So you do that. And go up here. Okay, let's open this. Okay. Come on, Mousy. We're gonna terrorize this mouse. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. Ooh. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Wow. I always feel bad for this mouse. That looked painful. She's more powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I feel like I've seen something very similar to that quite recently.
Yeah, that was freaking ruthless, man.
Yeah. Poor guy. The sad part is we're only gonna make it worse.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
We just fried him. Oh, poor guy. Oh, heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this? Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but I, myself, am not very fond of the dark. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you.
What?
Yep. She did that earlier in the other chapter, too. She just fucking lights it on her ass. Like, I don't know, man. Must have some really work out those glutes every day.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Okay. I don't exactly know how the situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. But now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. No. Burn brighter. Okay. What a naughty chandelier. Damn.
Gee.
Such insolence. I didn't get to read the hit message for that. Can you tell I've played this before? Amelie, help me.
Mama? I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now.
Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Okay, so... what now? So I have to find a way to... Okay, wait. What? What is going on here? Amelie, look, do you see this? Help me, please.
Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too.
Okay, let's see. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. That little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. Guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. That's right. The angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Oh, that's right. Okay. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. But this might be a really good chance for me, too. To get that phone to Amelie. What in the world is going on here?
Oh, goody! Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute.
Oh, don't you dare, Amelie. I won't have it.
Hello, Papa?
Oh. Amelie, is that you?
Of course it is, silly. What do you think?
But I heard they said you were. No, never mind. It's nothing.
Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa.
Birthday. Oh, right, it was my birthday today, wasn't it?
I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old mama.
Oh, your mean old mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now?
She's getting set on fire. Oh, she's certainly up, all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment.
She's enjoying that way too much. Get me down.
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. I say we kill her.
No, Amelie. Actually, yes, we can do that. I'm the one who was wrong.
Huh?
Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now.
Oh, okay.
You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of the Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me.
Cool story, bro.
Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart.
Mama? I'm sorry.
My goodness, why the sudden change?
Guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Amelie.
All you ever did was write with these weird novels.
That makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right, I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all.
I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
Nope, no you won't. What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that.
Oh, okay.
So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your old mama, you think you could let me down?
You know, I would love to do that. I gotta play me some Fortnite. I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now.
Tonight, on the holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to pop on Mama's darling angel.
Animation.
I'm too busy getting W's at Fortnite. Sorry, Mama. Hopefully you don't die up there. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. Such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? In any case, this situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I can go back to his office where everybody's waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever, quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Till we get a report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers, is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? Thank you, I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator.
Yeah, I read the cover of the game. What's this?
That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd.
Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know?
Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd.
Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison.
There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common.
They do they? Tell us more.
The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible.
Impossible?
The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition.
But how could that be?
The theory the unit came up with was that the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanella has been studying these cases.
He has he?
Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a lockroom murder involving our nation's best detective.
Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible. to manipulate another's behavior like that.
My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake.
What?
You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanella can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jout's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister.
I took some cocaine and I lost my mind.
Yes, I was being controlled by drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to go. No, I mustn't sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document. Out right away, sir.
I said don't deliver you, jackass.
Well, you could only think that. I think he didn't have control over saying that, so he was thinking that in his head. The guy just was like, document? Cool. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. I also vaguely remember someone yelling "bark, bark" in my head. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task.
And it didn't help that Shia LaBeouf was in the corner yelling, "Just do it!"
Yes, the master manipulator, Shia LaBeouf. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. Should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. And then with the kidnapping tonight. Oops. With it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides being with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do.
He's pretty jealous.
Yeah, if only I could do that. I could do so many cool things to people. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. You think a dog ghost would probably get really cool tricks, because dogs do tricks, you know?
Eh.
But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Inspector Carbonella. This manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. The spirit. As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What do you say? Zhao, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too.
Of course, I had the same line of crack that he did. I could say the only person who can't hear him is you.
And the guards. Guards can't hear. I mean, they don't count as people, I guess.
Yeah, they're not. They're not people.
I can't hear him either. We don't care. Huh? Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector.
This is Lynn. I'm at the park.
We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is... It's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Well, let's head to the park then. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off toward Tempsick Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be that Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Okay, let's get into chapter 13. That was a bit of a shorter one, but I think the next one's long enough that it makes sense to cut here.